Almost all my service I get done through the same person in the town I grew up. He's been doing all the work on my car since I was like 16. And for anything big, I'll go to the same guy. Yeah, I just know I trust him. Like, so he's become a family friend at this point.
It's the guy. Okay.
He's the guy.
Gotcha. He's the guy.
Yeah.
The small guy that I go to for my brakes and my rotors, I trust him. You know, a couple of people referred me to the guy that I go to locally. I was word of mouth. Mm-hmm. You know, they trust him, so I gave him a shot, and he's a good guy. So
ended up being a great friendship with them and a great relationship.
And I recently found a mechanic who I trust very much this way. They gave me a great deal when I needed my exhaust fixed, and so I've been going back to them.
So we always go there, and they give us a good deal, so that's usually where I go.
Really, he puts whatever's necessary on my car.
I go to the guy in Beverly. I feel like he tells me what he's going to do. He's upfront about everything. There's no surprises.
Like, you know, we really just take it to Al or Sal if they're brothers, if we a really big problem that he can help us with.
My mom was like, "Great, how much do we owe you?" He said, "Nothing," and she was like, "Wait a minute, no." So he's my person. My policy is if I'm going to give you money, I better feel good about it. And he's like, "I think you're stupid and you're rude. I'm not going to feel great about giving you any money."
I totally trust him with everything.
Right.
So really happy with that.
He took it to his trusted people in Winchester. It's just a family-owned operation, and they're great.
I'm telling you, I just trust this guy. Whatever he orders for parts is what I go with. So, you know, if he says like it's worth, no, really, if he says like, oh, it's worth going, you know, and getting like the actual Honda Civic whatever part, then I'll do it.
I was totally prepared to have to get new brakes, and they were like, "No, you're all set." So I totally trusted that.
Okay,
and
so is this an independent?
It's an independent. It's an independent.
And I basically trust my guy too. Like if he says, "No, in this case, we really need a Jeep part," okay.
You know, he's very upfront with me. Maybe if I had gone to the dealership more often and had a relationship, I wouldn't feel surprised when I walked out of there. But like that's definitely part of it. Like having a relationship with whoever's operating on your car.
Yeah, it was. I felt like I didn't know who was there. I would talk to a different person every time. I'd have to re-explain my whole situation every time I was on the phone with them, and it's just a pain in the butt. It wasn't particularly local for me, so.
But in general, like it's harder to get to know a dealership because they're so big. So it's not like the local guy where you can get a little bit more connected with. Okay. So sometimes I feel like maybe you can't get as good a deal, or it tends to be a little bit more expensive. Those kinds of things.
Usually you end up thinking that something is horribly wrong with your car when you leave the dealer after getting an oil change thing. So I just don't want to go through that stress.